Germany had never lost a World Cup shootout. Not once, not ever, until Paraguay showed up. 4 straight shootout wins, a perfect record, gone in one night against South America's underdogs. Everyone calls penalty shootouts a coin flip, pure luck, nothing more than a shrug of the shoulders.
That's completely wrong, and the numbers prove it every single time you look closely. In normal open play, World Cup penalties go in almost 80% of the time. Put that same kick in a shootout, and the success rate drops below 70%. Nothing changes about the ball, the distance, or the goal. Only what's riding on it. That invisible weight is pressure, and shockingly, pressure can actually be measured with real numbers. Shootouts didn't even exist at the World Cup until 1982, believe it or not. West Germany beat France in that very first one, their keeper somehow saving 2 kicks. So where exactly do these shootouts get won, and where do they quietly fall apart? Coaches don't just throw names in a hat. The kicking order is a real weapon. The first 3 shooters, usually the trusted veterans, convert over 71% of their attempts. Shooters 4 and 5 see that number crash down to around 64% instead. Why the sudden drop? Because those later kicks often decide the entire match outright. More pressure sits on fewer shoulders, and fewer of those kicks actually find the net. There is one spot on the goal that's basically an automatic score every single time.
39 World Cup penalties have been blasted into the top third of the net.
Every single one went in. Not one goalkeeper has ever managed to save it. But that shot is a gamble, a few inches too high, and disaster follows instantly. That miss handed Brazil the World Cup, a moment Italy still hasn't fully forgotten. And none of this is random luck, because the same teams keep repeating history. Croatia has won all 4 World Cup shootouts they've ever played, a flawless streak. Spain has lost 4 out of 5, including a scoreless disaster against Morocco in 2022.
Out of 35 World Cup shootouts ever played, only 2 made it to sudden death.
Most shootouts end fast, brutal, and decisive. One single miss usually seals the outcome. Sports scientist Gare Jordet has studied thousands of these kicks under a microscope. He found the exact same shot changes value depending entirely on what it means. When a kick can win the match outright, players convert it almost 89%. But when a miss means instant elimination, that number collapses to just 63%. Fear alone wipes out 25 points of accuracy, and the World Cup stage makes it worse. Jordet also found players who rush their shot, taking it within a second, score far less. Players who pause, breathe, and settle first score significantly more often than the rushers.
That's exactly why the kicking order is a real decision, never just a formality.
Do you save your calmest player for last, for the kick that could win everything? Or send him first so your team never falls behind on the scoreboard early? There's no perfect strategy here, and coaches genuinely lose sleep agonizing over this choice.
Think of an NFL coach icing a kicker before a game-winning field goal attempt.
Soccer has its own version of that mind game, and one keeper made it famous.
Does shooting first actually give you an edge? Almost every single player believes it does.
In surveys, more than 90% of players say they'd rather kick first.
One old study once agreed, showing the first team winning about 60% of shootouts. But bigger studies told a completely different story, once researchers dug into the numbers.
Across more than 7,000 shootouts worldwide, that supposed first kick edge completely vanished.
Croatia won anyway, proving that order alone doesn't decide who lifts the trophy.
He argued with the ref, delayed kicks, and got inside every single French shooter's head.
Argentina won it all, proving one cool head can outweigh any so-called advantage entirely.